New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley pushing through the contact. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turned him loose.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Oh, he sheds himself free. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, New Orleans. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start with the option. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
On 3rd down, Mariota. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll go option to the short side. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is caught. Touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. These two teams all tied after one.
Score time 7-7.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Barkley. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
11 empty. 11 empty. 12.
Here's Barkley. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
And goal.
Here we go. Back. Ready. 11 Thomas.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. No, field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run with Barkley, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you could build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They run the option on 2nd down. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there on the option. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And to anyone who gets concerned when they see a quarterback running with the football, you just let him be himself. Let him be him. And I guess what you'd say there is hard to hit, but you can't catch.
That is caught by Mims. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Mariota. And this one complete again to Mims. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the Falcons are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
First and goal, Atlanta.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Mariota, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
15 yards.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Big 13. Big 13.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Out, 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 out. Slam, slam. Slam, slam.
On third down, Burrow gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here comes Rager. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Falcons will get it first and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Throwing, Mariota. Being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Mariota on first down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first and 10, here's Mariota. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. On play action, Mariota. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, there's the option going left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action. Mariota. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Antonio Gibson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Moore. He will return it.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here you go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Burrow.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mariota. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Saints 14. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell me.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack.
Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And this will wind up as Saints 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a give to Barkley, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
6 yards left on second down.
Play action. It's Burrow. And this one is incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They go play action with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
A gain of only a yard.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Runs over him, breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mariota on the keeper.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 10.
From the gun, Mariota. He'll get this right back to Rager. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Moore. He will return it.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of... And a ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Saints 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
From the 10.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's going to keep this again.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Down at the 1-yard line. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
55, Saints 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 24 yards.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet, do some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st down. We'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. And a short. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5.